Hey, what's going on, guys? Game of Aaron here, and today we've got a pretty serious topic that I want to talk about that I was debating doing because I wasn't sure if it was something I should do or not, but I realized that I should talk about it because you never know if it happens or not. But first off, before we start that, I want to give a shout out to Drifter on YouTube. If you don't know who he is, he's a YouTuber who does Call of Duty, Titanfall, a few different games, but he usually does these commentaries like this, talking about various topics that are quite big at the time. So one of the videos he did was about the Purge. So if you don't know what that is, I'll talk about it in a sec, but first off, I recommend you go check his video out after this, because he did give some very good points, and he also tells you what to do during the situation. It was a really good video, and I decided to do kind of like a reply to his, or do something like it. So without further ado, let's move on. So pretty much what the Purge is a time, well, first off, it was a movie that is based off something that people think could happen one day. And pretty much what it is crime is legal. Any crime, you can do whatever you want. You can rob, you can kill, you can do any sort of crimes to anybody you want, except for the governments, of course. So right off the bat, you might think, this is a bad idea, or some people might think, there's some good points to this. And the reason they're saying to do it was because it could potentially stop crimes on other days. So pretty much the Purge was only for, I think it was 12 hours or 24 hours. And it was once a year, where you guys can do any crimes, whatever, and the rest of the year you're back to normal, where all crime is illegal. So they thought that, crimes would stop on other days, because people would help get their anger out on that day, that they wouldn't need to do crimes on other days. So that is just the only pros I could actually come up with about it. There weren't really any that I could think of. I mean, aside from getting your anger out and stopping crime on other days. However, I did come up with a few cons that I'm going to talk about. So first off, during this, the obvious ones are people will get hurt. I mean, if all crime is illegal, that means I can walk into someone's house and shoot them up. I mean, I don't think I would, but chances are I can do anything like that. And then I can go back to normal and nothing will ever change. People will lose items, whether it's precious items with big value, like gold, or just some simple things, like even a PlayStation, for example. People could be raiding each other's houses with guns, you can't do anything, and they just take whatever they want. And then by the next day, everyone would have to just forget about it. Another one that's pretty obvious is that people will lose family. It's inevitable. I mean, now people are killing, so I just can't imagine how much killing there would be when it's actually legal. So that's a crazy thought to think of, but people will lose family. And what I was thinking that this could do, this could actually bring revenge on people. For example, if someone were to kill, God forbid, someone kills one of your family members, then you could want revenge on them, and then you wouldn't want to wait the whole year till the next purge, so chances are it could actually increase the crime rate during the year. So that's why I don't think it will actually diminish crimes. I think it would actually bring it up because of all the hostility and people wanting revenge. This is also going to cause a lot of paranoia, because you're going to be scared that any second now someone could start opening your door and coming into your house, or someone could just break in through a window. You'll never know, and in Canada, especially for us, we don't have anything to defend ourselves. We can't get guns or anything, so we're just in our house or hiding out somewhere, and we're pretty much vulnerable to anyone. People can just walk into our house, and chances are if they're criminals, they're already going to have guns, so they can just kill you or threaten you and take your stuff. So a lot of people will be paranoid that it could be happening to them at any time. I mean, the whole day is quite a long time for just a few crimes, so that's why I don't think it's a very good idea. Also, like I was saying, I don't think it will slow down the crimes because of a bunch of reasons that, like I said, revenge, also being paranoid. People will probably not stop after this. I mean, if the people that are killing are criminals, and I mean, now there's no purge and people are killing each other's. So when there's a day, people will kill each other during the Purge. However, do you think that will stop them from killing people any other day? I mean, before the Purge, they were killing people. During it, they're killing people. Chances are they're not going to stop afterwards, and they're going to continue to kill people. Or just do any crime. So, that's some of the reasons. The last one that I want to talk about isn't really a big reason, but I think it would create hostility between neighbors or friends. I mean, let's say something happens to you, you're looking around, all you see are your neighbors there, you might get a little kind of questionable about who it was. It could potentially be them because they're so close to you, and it just wouldn't be good for your relationship with people. So overall, my point is, it's a bad idea. Regardless of what others say, I mean, yeah, there's a few pros, but chances are I don't think it's worth it because of all the cons that there are. There are much more that you could think of. I just didn't want this video to be way too long and out of proportion. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to comment telling me some more pros, some more cons, tell me which side you're on, and just give me some reasoning. Yep, and next time what I'm thinking of doing, because Drifter also did this in one video, but I didn't want mine to be too long. So what I'm going to talk about is what I would do, or what you should do, if a purge were to happen. So there's a few things that I would want to talk about that, and I think it could make a good video, maybe a long one, I don't know, but we're going to see. So remember to like, favorite, share, subscribe, guys, for more. Anyway, peace out.